Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we're here for the season finale of Black Lightning. I cannot begin to tell you how excited I am for this. This season has been amazing, phenomenal. And for the short amount of episodes that they, excuse me, that they got, it's just the pacing has been fantastic, and just the amount of drama, the limited drama, like in the sense of like things unsolved or there's conflictions, they solved it quickly, which I appreciate, because sometimes in shows they overdo the drama, overextends its welcome, and it starts to drain and just gets frustrating. So I'm glad what they've done with this show, and I'm hoping when it comes back for season 2, I'm really glad it was renewed for season 2, by the way, just on a quick side note. But when it comes back for season 2, I hope it doesn't get as, like, when it's renewed, I hope it's kind of like Legends, where it gets more episodes for the season, but it doesn't get too many. So there's not many filler episodes, there's not, things aren't going to be drawn out as much. So I do enjoy the shorter show, the shorter amount of episodes that this has, just so it can, so that the pacing keeps, at a good pace, not too fast, but not too slow. And also just, what they're allowed to do, like how quickly they can reach certain, certain points in the episode, or in the show, sorry, not the episode. But yeah, last episode was just as, intense all around. Freaking Khalil came back, and he ended up being this villain, Painkiller. I don't know much about him really, but I just heard about, and I've seen pictures of, the comparison for one. But yeah, Khalil's now a villain, which I hate, because he was a good kid. I hate that Tobias did that to him. Like, man, I hope there's somehow like a redemption for him, because, like I mean, he was a good kid. He had a good heart. He didn't deserve going through this. But in the fight, he punched Jefferson and stopped his heart, I'm pretty sure, with how hard he hit him. But then Jen was able to bring him back with, basically being a defibrillator. But they still had to bring him to one of Gambi's outposts, or, whatever you would like to call him. And so they had to put him on the table, and I don't know what they're going to do. They cut before that, but, Jefferson, he's back, but he's still obviously in terrible shape right now. So I don't know what's gonna happen in this episode. This is the season finale. Okay, you know what? I just want to hurry up and get into it, because I'm impatient right now.
All the reason I need in the world is sitting in that car over there.
He's a kid. What do you want?
So you better run.
Fever of 105 and a regular heartbeat.
I know you're thinking, why is this funny-looking Negro always messing with me? I love it, though. Something about your velour tracksuit wearing ass, I just like dragging. Anyway.
Jesus.
The devil deals the cards. That's a corny-ass line, too, but it's effective. I took your life in order to make my purpose your purpose. I spent a cool meal on a reanimation program. It's time for you to pay that back.
Reanimation program.
Is LaWanda. And Will alive, too.
No, just side effects of the reanimation. Eventually, everyone you killed is gonna come back to haunt your black ass, tattooing themselves on your body until there's no skin left.
Huh. Oh, wow.
Come on, sit down. Was it worth it for you? Your death? I don't know. What I do know is that I'm proud of you, son. And I apologize for leaving you. I love you too. I love you too, son. But you can't stay here. Go handle your business. My powers. I can't feel them.
What?
My powers are gone.
What?
So Lala never came out of the ASA headquarters. We can't tell if he exploded either. But some heavy tactical is rolling out of there.
No, he did.
Find out where they're going.
Pretty sure for good this time. He's in a few pieces, so not really coming back from that one.
I'm gonna go out the front and I'll engage them before they hit us.
No, you're not.
At the same time. Listen, you make a hole in that wall. I'll lay down suppressive fire. You thunderclap left and right. That'll shock them enough to give your mom, sis, and dad time to make for the woods.
Got it.
This is suicide, Jeff. Light me up, old man.
Mama. Jennifer? Jennifer?
Is she gonna juice him up, or? She's gonna amp him up.
You're trembling.
Jen, you're beautiful.
You were making a habit of saving my life, young lady.
Oh, this is what we do.
Let's do this.
Ah, this is too stressful for me.
Got eyes on location.
You guys are screwed. Thunderclap and hit me. Oh, Gambian, sorry about your car, bud.
Give me one of those. Give it to me. What? I grew up hunting with my dad. Now let's end this, because I want my damn life back.
Oh, come on, Jeff. Jeff? Yeah, I don't think you understand what you got into, buddy. Okay. Swear to God, don't you kill. Had a girl. Whew. Yes. Yeah, piss off. Freaking episode, so stressful.
They couldn't make it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not going anywhere.
We're just up against you.
Think political correctness. It's ruining the country.
The first Freeland experiment killed a lot of kids. And you thought it was a good idea to do a sequel?
Hey, would have wound up on welfare in prison anyway.
Wow.
Hey, look at Jen go.
You're a monster.
That's funny coming from you, Peter.
You're right. I am a monster. And he is not gonna hurt any more kids.
My man Gamby.
You won't take care of the pods.
The people of Freeland have a right to a full explanation of what happened in this city. Hard questions are being asked of the U.S. government, and in the meantime, although we do not condone acts of vigilantism, the people of Freeland and this department owe a great debt of thanks to so-called Black Lightning and Thunder.
Darn right. You know you like them, Henderson. Don't act like you don't.
Well, damn.
Is that serum?
Thank the man. Side, baby. You're looking at the king of Freeland.
Long live the king.
First order of business. Ripping the damn light out of Black Lightning.
Stupendous season finale. Now, I want to restate what I said earlier. The show's pacing. It gets things done, and it doesn't tread over things for too long. Now, if Jeff's powers if he didn't get his powers back this basically right after he found out that he didn't have them, or at least that they weren't shorted out for a bit. If that lasted a little longer, it wouldn't have been bad. It wouldn't have overstayed its welcome. Because it's a consequence that could happen in his place, or in his situation. But I am glad that it didn't. Just because I was worried that, one, that he wouldn't make it to the second season, that it was basically Black Lightning, but because of his kids were carrying on his legacy, carrying on in his name. And also I just kind of wanted him to have his powers back. It sucks. Just thinking of having these powers for so long and then all of a sudden having it ripped away from you, I'm pretty sure it's a horrible feeling. But I'm glad that Jennifer was able to basically juice him back up. Basically, like with the analogy that Lynn said, what happens if a car battery dies for too long? After a while, it won't be able to hold the charge. But basically, she was able to basically, in a sense, restart his powers, juice them back up. It just took a lot. She flared up, and obviously it was probably in a matter of distress and of fear of losing her dad, but also purposefully doing juicing up or flaring up so that she could juice him up. So that was awesome. That was really cool. I love the way that they used that. That was so cool, because I know how they said that Jennifer is basically a generator. She makes electricity. She makes energy. She recharged him. I'm sorry, that was just really cool. Just because I was kind of upset and sad that he wasn't gonna be able to use his powers, and for who knew how long it could have been. It may not even they might actually have him depowered. But when that happened, I was just excited, just how that was fixed. Okay, now real quick, the stuff under the skin is carbon fiber apparently. Yeah, the stuff under cyanized skin is a carbon fiber, something. I know it's carbon fiber, and I don't remember what else he said. I was just like, okay, I understand. Okay, that's what I was wondering what that was. But this is another point into how the show is. They basically, the episode after explained what's going on, because there were questions from me and others that I saw reacting to the last week's episode of what Khalil was shooting. It's like, what is he shooting? Is it poison? Is it green light? Some people were thinking it might have been green light. I wasn't thinking green light because green light has a different effect than what it was having on them. But it's a neurotoxin brand. He's basically like a snake venom. Now, he says something about the spinal implant, whatever it does. Like I think there's that neurotoxin is kind of basically part of his blood now or something like that. So whatever they gave him allowed him to shoot it out. I'm pretty sure that's what Gambi was saying. So that's interesting. That's pretty cool. I mean, it sucks because he's the villain, but if he were a good guy, that'd be pretty good. It's very good for for incapacitating without having to hurt somebody. It's pretty useful. I mean, it probably hurts a little bit, but I'm just, what I mean? Not with very little collateral damage. Stage 2 subjects. So what does stage 2 mean? Like, the reason they have these subjects is because the ones that they have, they're the ones that are showing powers. But, I mean, so what is stage 2? Is stage 2 meaning they get past the point of how long these stage 1 subjects last? Or certain stage 1 subjects have lasted? Or are their powers evolving? Or are they becoming more stable? Or more frequent? Or what is stage 2? And then I don't know if we're going to get that answer next season. Because now that Proctor's dead, I don't know how they're going to deal with this subject. Now, okay, real quick. Anissa, I keep wanting to say Anissa. Lynn, she's apparently, she obviously had leaked this to the media, so they were able to expose what the government was doing. It wasn't necessarily the government either. It was just Proctor and a group of some of the government people working underneath him. It was a rogue operation. I'm just glad that was taken care of, that they were able to, now that they've exposed that to the media, they might be able to get somebody to help these kids, to slowly bring them out without killing them. And another thing that was taken care of, Gambi killed Proctor, like just right there. When he says, when he told Proctor he's a monster, then Proctor basically said the same thing to him. He says, Gambi just goes, "You're right," pulls out his gun and shoots him. Now that surprised me, just because I didn't expect them to just kill him, because that's not usually what they do in superhero shows. At least not like where they're trying to kill people. But Gambi just straight up did it, and that's kind of what I like of the show. They just kind of like take care of things. They could now, even if they didn't, I wouldn't have faulted it, because it's just not something that the kids would have wanted to do. And Jefferson, I mean, it's not something he normally would do. But Peter was part of this government group in the first place, so I mean, he's also done torture, because when he was interrogating the one guy that he stuck with Black Mamba a couple episodes before, last week when he was talking to him, saying, I'll expose you to the people that you used to work with so they can torture you in ways that I just can't stomach anymore. So he used to torture people, obviously, or apparently. So, he has no problem necessarily with just out and shooting Proctor. So I'm glad they took care of Proctor how quickly they did, because I hate that guy. I did not like him. I mean, I'm pretty sure nobody did, because he's a tool and just all around bad guy. So I'm glad they took care of him so quickly, and that it was Gambi, because Gambi needed that. So I'm pretty sure Lala's actually dead now, because he blew up. So that's a little different than just because when he was brought back, he was choked. That's how he died. So his body was intact. He's dead now. He's blown up, unless, I don't know. Maybe he pulled it out and then blew it up. Maybe it was I don't know. I don't know exactly. But I'm pretty sure he's dead. I don't think there's unless some reason the animation process I'm making like where he's can be dust and comes back, but that doesn't seem likely. So I'm 99% sure that he's dead for good this time. Which is kind of a shame because I was liking the character after he came back. I was liking the performance. It was a completely different performance and just so much better performed, so much more depth to it, and it was more. He was also more intimidating than he was before he had died. I just didn't like him. I don't really like, I didn't like him, now. But I mean, I just prefer. I appreciated the performance this time around than before he died. So that's kind of a shame to lose him like that. But I was a little worried that they were going to kill Lynn whenever the not the SWAT, but you know what I mean, the group when they were breaching the building, the house, and they were starting to do slow motion things. I was worried Lynn was gonna die, and I was like, I swear to God, don't you dare do this right now. They're just not getting things patched up, and they're working together as a family right now. Please don't do this. And then the dude came in behind, and Jen just, shocks the crap out of him. She's really getting a hang of her powers, at least because the one she was with Proctor, and she just did basically what Jeff does, and she uses her lightning basically kind of like as a whip or something, and brings him up, and I think she slammed him down. But the point of the matter is, she's quickly getting a handle of her powers, at least in terms of actually using them. Because before in the last episode, she had problems with just getting it started, but now she can. Now she shot the dude about to shoot her mom. And now she got Proctor and did the whole, what Jeff's done countless times. So that was really awesome. Oh, but yeah, guys, I didn't write a lot down. I was just pulled in. I almost forgot to write anything down. I think it was like 5 or 10 minutes in. I already forgotten to write something down. But yeah, that was an amazing season finale. I am thoroughly satisfied with how that was. Apart from Tobias getting whatever it was that was in that suitcase, because it was supposed to. Apparently, it was going to help wake them up without killing the kids that were in the pods. It was going to wake them up without killing them or something. I don't know exactly what it was going to do, but the dude said that he needed the suitcase to bring them back without killing them. So I don't know what is in that suitcase though, and I knew that they weren't going to show it. That's just how it's gonna. That's just how they do that thing that way. That's just how they do things in shows. But the ending with him running with his kids, the way that they kind of, it was like coming back to the beginning of the season, but just in a different light, And also, Lynn's there at the stairs waiting for them this time. So that was just a really cool way to kind of close things out for this season. And the thing with Tobias is a good way to lead into next season, so Tobias is going to be the big guy again, the bad guy, the main villain for next season. He was kind of like this, he was, I don't know, it wasn't really, it was Proctor and Tobias for this season, but now it's just going to be Tobias, maybe somebody else, and it's still ending with Khalil being on Tobias's team. He's not showing any remorse now, so it's like, it's different. I wonder if they're going to have another interaction. Chances are there's going to be another interaction between him and Jen, but it looks like Jen's kind of getting more into using her powers and helping a little more now than before. So I wonder if we're going to pick up with next season with her in costume already and helping her. If she was just using it at that instant to help her family. So we'll see. I'm excited for the next season. I really am. I'm curious to see how Jeff is going to deal with Tobias now that it looks like he's basically in charge of, not in charge, but now nobody else is kind of stopping him from taking over Freeland. So that's gonna be interesting. Now there's no Lala either, so there's nobody else, no second under Tobias. Well, I mean, there's the other members, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm super excited for next season. I hate that I'm gonna have to wait, but I'm excited. Thank you guys for joining me for the latter end of this season. I really enjoyed this whole season. I'm really glad that I wish that it would have done better in ratings than it has. I feel like people are just kind of judging it in a way, like judging it too harshly. I don't know. Like I'm not entirely sure. I think it's just because it's too. It tackles certain subjects that they're not exactly comfortable with. So I don't know. I guess it kind of puts them off, and some people they think they might be showing things a little too. That they're overdoing certain things, that over dramatizing it, but a lot of it is pretty real in terms of how corruption and the racism is being portrayed anyway. I mean, obviously the superpower things isn't exactly 100% accurate. I'm going to be doing this whenever it comes back, so I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully you guys will too. But yeah, thank you guys again for joining me for the rest of this season. I hope you check out the channel and subscribe. And until next season, guys, I'll see you then.